All right, we'll go ahead and call the regular council meeting to order. Chief Lloyd, will you lead us in the pledge? May I have a roll call?
Backnick.
Here.
Bertone.
Here.
Harrison.
Here.
Heights.
Here.
Orton. Here. Saracen. Here. Thank you.
Can I have a motion to approve the regular council meeting held October 19th, 2021?
So moved.
Second.
Saracen.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Orton.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Thank you.
I need to have a noise variance for the Arlington Gardens, I guess on December 4th from noon till 6 p.m.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Backnick.
Aye.
Orton. Aye. Saracen.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Thank you.
While we're on the noise variance, and Amy, do we need, did the Heritage Foundation ask for a noise variance earlier this year for Harbor Holidays? I don't think we did we? So then we'll need one for the same, for Finn Howell Park and for the Veterans Park from noon until 6 p.m. on the same date.
So moved, Mayor.
Thank you.
Second. Bertone.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Orton. Aye. Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Thank you.
From our solicitor this evening, Mr. Lyons.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Good to see you on the mend, sir. And good to have you at the meeting.
Thank you.
Yep. From our administrator, Amy Cossack.
State Courier Systems Open House was October 23rd. The mayor and council and I were invited to attend their grand opening to check out their new facilities. Water plant on November 5th, the operators were cleaning a settling basin. One of the basins cleaned very smoothly. The second basin was cleaned, it slowed, they were moving mud and sand. It slowed up the draining process through one of the pipes and it backed up through one of the grates onto the property. And the parking lot adjacent to the Port Authority. The sand and mud has been cleaned and removed, and we are looking at options presently to have that pipe inspected so we can avoid this in the future. Again, it was just sand and mud that popped up. There were no chemicals in that whatsoever. It has been removed. Streetscape project, Union Industrial Contracts are making their way up High Street section by section. Our street lights were delivered, and they'll be working on installing those. And the next steps will be the stamped concrete that will go into the sidewalk, and we're actually seeing a sample of the slate color of the stamped concrete tomorrow. The fall and winter newsletter was distributed to residents, is also on our website and on our Facebook page. And as the mayor mentioned, well, we got November 27th is Small Business Saturday, and then we have the Harbor Holiday and a Day with the Grinch, which will take place on December 4th from 11 to 5:30. The Grinch will read at 5:45. A visit from Santa and the Grinch in the park, and a tree lighting in Memorial Park between 6 and 7 p.m. So that is my report.
Thank you, Amy. Council have any questions?
Based on going till 7 in the park, do you want to extend the noise ordinance till 8?
Let's go, let's do them all from, let's say 10. We'll go back to the Arlington Gardens and then both the parks from 10 a.m. to 6 p. or to 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yep.
Are you okay with doing that, Chris, or do we need to amend it?
No, it's all, I'm all right.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Horton. From our zoning inspector, Mr. Radishy.
A couple of things in your agenda tonight, in your packet this evening. First of all is that possibly changing the zoning code. Currently, its occupancy certificate is in the code. I'd like to switch that to zoning compliance certificate. Occupancy permits usually done by the building inspector and not by zoning. So this would give us more compliance to make sure that after someone pulls a zoning permit, I go in and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, make sure that the building is located where it's supposed to be building, and then I certify it as being compliant to zoning. Also, in one of the resolutions, or ordinances for this evening, I did divide the accessory structures into 2 ordinances as requested by the council last month. On the agenda this evening is an ordinance allowing for the size and number of accessory structures. In that ordinance, it still specifies 25 feet sideline or setback from right-of-way, regardless if it's on a corner or it's not a corner lot, or if it's a corner lot. And then I did create a separate ordinance that could be considered at a later date if you want to do the reduction down to 10 feet or 20 feet for accessory structures. But the ordinance for this evening is strictly number of buildings, required maximum number of accessory structures as being 2, and maximum size of accessory structures.
Thank you, Mr. Radishi. Any questions of Dave?
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
question for Mr. Lyons. Anything that we would anticipate that would go wrong if we didn't have an occupancy permit provision in our ordinances?
It's just being renamed. It still gives us all the same enforcement powers, but it's just simply a renaming. And I agree with Dave. I think conceptually, since we're involved in zoning and not the building permit process itself, that it would be better to call it a zoning compliance certificate. The building department from Lake County that issues the building permits for Lake County has an occupancy permit, and I think this would reduce confusion, is what I think.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, if nothing
So-
else, Mr. Horton?
Am I correct that we need an ordinance to change this language? We can't just
Correct. I mean,
do it with that piece of paper.
Yeah,
It
this
would
is-
have to run through planning, and it would also have to then come to council, but you don't have to have a public hearing on it.
Thank you, Mr. Lyons.
Okay, I don't think we have anything else for Dave. Thank you, Dave. Clyde's at a conference this evening. Does council have any questions for the engineer that we can answer for you or get an answer for? I know Amy can provide a small update probably on what's going on High Street. I know we're going to be looking at stamped concrete tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they've done a sample for us. We finally get to take a look at the slate color. The contractor notified me that it should be ready to look at tomorrow morning. So we're going to take a peek before they actually start putting the stamped concrete in.
Very good. Thank you. From our fiscal officer, Mr. Paquette.
The October revenue and expenditure statements are provided to council. The 2022 draft budget has been provided electronically to council. Payroll legislation is is in your packet for an increase of 2.5%. The healthcare renewal is being studied on, the initial review says probable, let's see. It's now a probable 8% increase over the current rates if we stay with the current plan. The difference is we have an option to go to something called an individually controlled health reimbursement account. It could save us up to 15% in terms of our premiums. That would increase deductibles to employees. Over the last few years, only 2 employees have come close to maxing out their deductibles, however. The other item with it's called an ICRA, is that any employee who is eligible for Medicare would be moved to Medicare. And so that's going to create, I think we have 2 employees and 2 spouses that would be eligible. If there's any questions on that, because of HIPAA and privacy to employees, I can discuss it with individual council members.
Yeah, Chris, I had talked to you last week about the health insurance,
Mm-hmm.
and then I read where, and talked to somebody else. I don't really like the idea of automatically, I know we're gonna be studying it further, but having them go to Medicare, I don't think it's fair to our employees. But where do you take, does this go to finance by any chance? I mean,
It's up to you. I just haven't had an opportunity,
Yeah, that's what
given
you
how
said.
late we are. We can go to finance with it.
well, that's what you had mentioned to me last
Yeah.
week.
Mhm.
And I feel we should take it to finance. You have some options, but I don't know when you want that voted on.
Well, I think we need to talk to some of the employees too. So I certainly don't have an issue moving this to finance after we have the sit down with the employees too. Again, this was the blush to let you guys know this is what we're looking at. An 8% if we keep it, there's a 15% savings. That seems like a pretty easy decision on its face, but then like you said, Frank, as we start looking into what it's gonna cost our employees, is it truly a savings to them? It's one of the things that I know we've always done here is try to give the best package that we can.
Yeah, that's what we've done all the years.
So
for
I'm
20
okay with
years.
that. Chris, when do you think we could get the numbers and the finance committee together then?
Whenever you're available, Mayor.
I'm pretty easy.
Okay.
So I would say let's just work with that committee and then we'll get this through and then we'll have to take action on it at the next meeting, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
I will send
so we'll
out
get it going.
an email to the committee members proposing some dates, and you can get back to me then.
As long as it's after Thanksgiving, I'll be traveling next week, so I won't be able to
Okay.
do that.
I appreciate that.
Yep, thank you.
The interim budget is before council. Advance of taxes request is a standard we have to do each year. And then just today, I've gotten a proposal from Weichert Property Insurance for, it's a 5% increase over last year. The quote would be for $41,852. Most of the increase is related to just cost of buildings going up and maintaining insurance with added vehicles. And there is, we got paid like a minimum $34 for cyber coverage for, just in case we have something with the internet and emails.
Sure. Okay, thank you, Chris. Thank you for the work on the health plans. I know that's not easy to go through. Any other questions for Chris this evening? Okay, safety committees, Mr. Saracen?
Yes, I talked to Chief Lloyd yesterday, and from what we have in the packet, he had nothing else really, except the fact, and also talking to Dave, our acting chief. We're having a problem, the big problem right now is getting parts for our cars. And actually, I thought it was one of the Andy Griffiths shows when I saw Dave driving through the condos with our old car. But they really are putting up, and he was doing that so that our officers can drive the good cars. But we still have 2 cars, I believe, that we can't get because of the lack of microchips and everything else. So I
Right.
just want to thank you guys for all you're putting up with, and it's going around throughout the United States, so.
Yeah, so we're having problems even repairing some of the vehicles because of parts too. So it's not just a matter of not getting the vehicles that were in the budget to purchase, it's just maintaining the ones. So, you know, what you see in your day-to-day lives, we see it here in the village too. So, yeah, the lieutenant's doing a great job with trying to keep the rubber on the road, really. So, thank you for your efforts. And, you know, Chief Lloyd, as per usual, just keeps falling into a bed of roses. You might be the only individual in Lake County that got a new truck this year, right? So, you know, we got lucky with the fire department, so thank you both for your efforts. A nice job on the Halloween contest. It was nice to have that again this year, so, thank you. Yep. I don't have anything else for the safety committee, so I need a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Horton.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2021-88, a resolution requesting the Lake County Auditor to make advance payments of tax pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 321.34 and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second.
On the motion to suspend, Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
On the motion to adopt, Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2021-89, a resolution authorizing the village to continue to offer the Section 125 cafeteria premium only plan for health plans, group term life insurance, and health savings accounts for 2022 and declaring an emergency.
This is first read, correct? So we can,
First read on this?
Yeah, if you want to review it, yes.
You're taking
This
it to
isn't,
the
this
finance.
isn't, this isn't
Yeah,
the
this
health
isn't
insurance.
insurance.
This is not insurance.
this
This
is
is,
keeping
this,
us, okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Go ahead, Frank.
No.
So moved.
Are we first read?
No, I think we got to,
So
No.
moved, yeah.
We thought it was no.
right. So moved, and we have a second from Mr. Saracen?
Yes.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second.
on the motion to suspend, Bertone.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
On the motion to adopt, Bertone.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Thank you.
Ordinance number 2021-90, an ordinance to make appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Fairport Harbor, Lake County, Ohio during the fiscal year beginning January 1, 2022 and ending December 31, 2022, and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second.
On the motion to suspend, Horton.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
On the motion to adopt, Horton.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2021-91, a resolution confirming the appointment of James M. Lyons as legal counsel, affirming his agreement and determining compensation and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
On the motion to suspend, Saracen.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
On the motion to adopt, Saracen.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
Thank you.
Jim,
Thank you,
thanks for
Mr.
staying
Lyons.
with us. It's always an honor to have you, sir. Resolution number 2021-92, a resolution administratively recording the compensation of certain officials and employees of the village and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
On the motion to suspend, Backnick.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
On the motion to adopt, Backnick.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2021-93, a resolution authorizing the mayor and administrator to enter into an agreement with the Board of Lake County Commissioners to provide central dispatch and communication services to the village and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
On the motion to suspend, Saracen.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
On the motion to adopt, Saracen.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Harrison.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Horton.
Aye.
Thank you.
Ordinance number 2021-95, an ordinance revising the number of accessory structures allowed and the size of accessory structures.
First reading?
Yes. Does council have anything else this evening? If not, we're open to the public. Please approach the mic, state your name for the record.
Greg Major, 501 New 4th Street. I was just curious, does anybody know if 600 East Street, right on the corner of 6th and East Street there, there's a bunch of boats and trailers and stuff. Is that a new business starting up, do you know, or
Not that I'm aware of,
it's not a business?
not a new one.
Oh,
I think it's the
okay.
same owner.
All right, I just wondered. Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Justin Levine, 319 New 4th Street. For one, I had a question about the budget proposal for 2022 and to see if that was going to be shared with the community at all.
You can get a copy from me if you wish.
Okay,
We can post it to the website as well.
okay. And then the second question is about the new zoning compliance certificate. I'm just curious if that was going to be asking business owners to provide any additional information outside of the current zoning occupancy certificate.
From what I got, no.
Okay, just a rename and
It's
that's it?
just been renamed.
Okay,
Correct.
thanks.
Thank you.
Mayor, there should also be a copy of this at the library at all times.
For the budget,
Yeah.
yeah. I think we put one there, and there's one at the restaurant as well.
Yeah.
Ma'am?
Carla Rebotzi, 501 New 4th Street. I have a request in light of the recent election, that if on the website, under the government page, where all the mayor and council members are listed, if the terms could be put there, their beginning and ending date.
Sure, we can do
Thank you,
that.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you for the request. I see no other hands. If nothing else, a motion, yes, sir.
I'm not sure which category this should be in.
You already had one shot tonight. No, I'm only kidding, I'm only kidding.
This is totally
No, go
unrelated.
ahead.
Is we're going into winter and the snow plows are gonna fly, is that, you know where I live, you'll see there's 2 sewer grates on High Street and they have orange cones.
Sure.
I flagged down a couple police officers on 2 different occasions and showed it to them, and nothing happened. I drove up to the village hall and found a gentleman that worked for the road department. He followed me up there. It's a very serious situation. If one of you were to drive an SUV over those grates, it would
Seen it.
probably collapse. And it's gotten much worse since he put the cones in. I'm just concerned. I'm aware of it, so I'm not gonna be the poor guy that drops his car through the sewer grate, but
Right.
when the snowplow comes, the cones will get pushed to the side and somebody's going to get hurt. It's a dangerous situation. I just want to make sure that you're aware of it and should be addressed.
Yes, and thank you. We are aware of it.
Okay.
We have already gotten quotes to have it repaired. The specific contractor we were talking with was CIR, who do amazing work. We're trying to get on their schedule for them to come out and make those first 2 repairs. We have a couple other on Water Street that we need to address as well, but the High Street ones are going to be first.
Okay, that's fine. I just don't want to see anybody get hurt.
I agree.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
The only good thing we have going for us is the guy that you probably showed is gonna be driving the plow, so he knows where the cone is.
Yes.
So he'll know to
I
miss
didn't
that.
realize that. He was
Yeah.
driving a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
That's not to take my mailbox.
Right,
Those are $2.15 a pop.
right.
That's
Do-
the 3rd one.
Duly noted. All right, if nothing else, I need a motion to adjourn. Oh, Mr. Horton.
I have one more ordinance in my packet.
Oh, that was just,
I think
Just for
that's,
information?
that was
I-
just for information from
Right,
Dave.
if we
That's
wanna
what
do something with
We
that.
weren't doing that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Why'd we give it a number?
I don't know, I
To
thought
keep
that was
track-
on
To keep track of it.
Right. That one, in my opinion, probably just will never see the light of day, but that's irregardless. Okay, a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.